Good morning, everyone. My name is Celso Battaglia. Excuse me. And I will be teaching this introductory course in astronomy, summer version. And I would like to welcome you all. I know some of you receiving this link is not enrolled yet. And to be in a course, you must be enrolled. And I know there are some issues, technical issues with the course because you can't see if you are enrolled, you can't see the course is still there on Canvas. I don't know why, but um, so if you are enrolled, you should watch this video. If you are not enrolled, I don't waste your time. So just you really don't watch it. If somebody sent the link to you, it's. I mean, I will go over this subject at 6 p.m. I'm just wanna give a head start to some students who are enrolled and cannot attend the enrollment at 6 o'clock. So this is an online class and I must be flexible with the students. So, but quickly, all this video here is going to take less than 30 minutes, way less than 30 minutes. I just want to show the basic points of this course and how to navigate and everything. So when you find the course, make sure you click the right one. So it's right here. I put a nickname Summer Fun. I hope it's gonna be fun. And then you click, and then it should be there. So as a student, let me give a setting as a student. There you go. So that's what you see. So you have an introductory pages, welcome. If you want to read syllabus at any time, you click this link. There you go. Back there. If you want to go directly to the modules where the course is structured, oh no, this is about me. Sorry about that. This is about me. You know, everyone has a little bit of ego. And there is a third one is a link to the modules where the course happen to be structured. Okay. All right. So let's me start with the assignments. So what you need to do to pass this course, and by the way, if you are enrolled, you are going to email me an answer to this question. The question is, what should I do to pass this course? What type of assignments I have in this online course that is mandatory that I have to do it, right? So so I will take the link to this orientation video and put in Canvas, and in it you have some uploading feature that you are going to say, hey, these are the things I must do to pass the course. That's it. So when you've done that, you are done with your orientation, and I'm not going to drop you. And this has to be done, today, basically. But here's what you need to do to pass the course. Um, so you have a bunch of assignments here. It's a lot of, I mean, the course is heavy, and I expect that you are going to be working on issues related to the course every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, because it's online. I'm assuming you are spreading things out, and even on weekends, I expect that you are going to do some work. But it's easy for me to show you um, the whole assignment list as an instructor because that's how I organize them. So you have midterms, you have, yes, extra credit. You have self-tests, which are sort of homeworks, and you have discussions. So let's start with midterms. There are one, two, three, four, five midterms. Got that one? Five midterms. And you have a final. So all of them together constitutes 60% of your course grade. And these midterms are, of course, we are all online. In olden days, when the dinosaurs roamed on Earth, this course was online, and you had to have Proctorio installed in your machine. So this is a software that is going to manage the exam. So basically, you must have during exam day, which is going to be one particular day. So here, midterm number one is going to be in June 22nd. So it's coming up. It's next Monday, um, and um, and you have the entire day to do your final or to do midterms. So the day these midterms are listed, for instance, June 29, July 22nd, July 6, July 20, so on, so on, so on. So in those days, you have the entire 24 hours to sit down and do your exam. But you have 1 hour to do. So it's not, you cannot open and say, okay, I'm going to make a coffee. I'm gonna play with my puppy, and then I should study a little bit more, and then it doesn't work. The clock is ticking, so you have 1 hour more or less to complete your midterm once it starts. Consists of multiple choice questions, and they are based on the core content we covered, and that's it. Okay, so if you miss, you miss. So they are laid there, to begin with. So make sure you set the time to be alone in the room. So you have to be alone. That's the whole thing. Because the software is going to be managing traffic of people behind you. You cannot use your cell phone, and you cannot have multiple screens open up in your computer. And yes, don't do what a student did in the past, have two screens in front of her, kind of a one probably she was getting the answers, the other one, or Wikipedia or so, and the other one she was doing the exam. So these are not allowed, right? So you have to be a little bit honest, and I know you are. I'm just saying sometimes we get some students and they don't know what's going on. Okay, so any question regarding midterm, just email me. 60% of your course grade. I have a bunch of extra credit. It's gonna drive you nuts, but the point is this extra credit here is listed as 0%, but in reality is gonna give you up to 5% extra points on top of your overall course grade once the course ends. And depending on how we go, I mean, summer, I'm tend to be more flexible, more kind of a soft heart, and I might increase and go above 5%. And what are the extra credits? Well, I have some related directly to Night Sky. It's based on downloading a software called Stellarium and do some activities there. And I have extra credits just reading the chapters. So you read the chapter, you get some extra credit, and then you have to just let me know you just read it. Um, and so those are the extra credits. So far, I might have others. When I have a course, there are always some important or some nice, some kind of astronomy in the news thing going on, like a meteor hit Earth and kill all dinosaurs. It happened last week, and then this is a cool thing to be discussing with the students. So I create a quick extra credit based on that. But summer, I don't know. You guys are already full of stuff going on. But anyway, so if you have any question regarding extra credit, just let me know. Self-tests are homeworks, and as you can see here, they all have due dates. June 21st, June 22nd, June 28th, June 22. No, not available. June 28th, July 5th. So homeworks are supposed to be done um, in preparation for a midterm. So I have them set in such a way the block of self-tests, which are multiple choice questions, um, they have 5 attempts, and so I recommend that you do all the 5, and I will pick up the highest grade of them all, right? And and they are there to help you to better prepare for the midterm. So do it. And if you complete 100%, you've got 100% grade, do it again. I mean, as long as you can, so that you can get different questions. I mean, every time you pull it up, you're going to come with different questions. So some students say, no, I'm going to get 100%. So you pull just once, and then there are 5 questions there or so, and then okay, let me work hard on those 5 and then get 100%, but it doesn't get exposed to other questions, right? And then when you go to the midterm, say, hey, you didn't ask anything that was in homework. That has happened a lot. Students complain. Most of the times you guys are right. Sometimes I think you complain too much, as I do. We are a bunch of our species is just a bunch of complainers. Anyway, so self-test homework, how many percentage? What's the percentage? 20%. So let me know if you have any questions regarding homework, and I will gladly answer them. And there are a bunch of them, as you can see. And the last one is discussion. This is very important. 20% of your course grade. This is when you're going to communicate with me almost in a one-on-one basis. It's like being in a classroom that you see dude there, telling you some things, and then you talk to that person, and so that's your professor. So I'm here. I mean, I'm real, right? Sort of virtual way, but I'm here. And I do not issue an online course and say, okay, this is my online course, press the button, see you in 4 months, or in the case of summer, see you in 6 weeks or so. I'm there every day, and I know I have office hours and everything, but more than that, in the discussion forum, you get points if you communicate with me or and your classmates. And it's a lot of work, um, more for me, not so much for you, because I email you almost directly. So when you post something, I comment on what you said almost every day, and you go there and you work on it. And for instance, the first discussion theme is all about dark energy. Excuse me, all about dark energy, which is a subject we are going to kind of a debate or discuss towards the end of the course, which means 6 weeks from now. And then you say, why are you discussing something that you haven't covered yet? Well, that's the fun part of this course. Is astronomy is some big you know group of informations, and although we are not going so technical on any of these subjects, is always good that you can do some reading, open the newspaper, New York Times or Yahoo News or something, and then say, oh, somebody talk about dark energy, and most of the information we're going to be discussing here, they are pretty much in the public view. So it's not technical, it's not crazily complicated. So although dark energy is a very complicated matter, you still can read about it and state some opinion. And that's what I want. That's what discussion is all about. Is to help you to build knowledge and some overarching view of what astronomy is all about. So discussion 20% of your course grade. I do recommend do not start your discussion 2 days before the due date. Why? Because your grade's going to be horrible, right? So usually when you put a very nice discussion, you know, dark energy, well, in such place, it is said that dark energy is these kind of things, and then you state your opinion, and then you think, wow, this guy's going to give me 100%. I will not. I will give you 60%. So that's a great start. Let's go forward. Well, you said these type of things here, but how about such and such a student mentioned this type of things, and then I keep expecting you to reply. So then I can move your grade from 60% to, I don't know, 70% or 75%. right? So and then you read that, and then you post some more information. So usually in a class like that with 50 students, let's say, each discussion should be ending with way over 100 posts, because I expect you or each student to contribute to the discussion 2 or 3 times at least, right? And good posts. It's not just to say, "Oh, Jeffrey Smith. I mean, I really like your post. It gave me some, nice view. I felt great just reading your post. Um, Keep going, keep going. It's good, a very good one. I mean, there is nothing there. So you have to put something of you that helps to build up the knowledge of that particular subject. So those are the issues you need to do to pass this course: 60% midterm, 20% homework, 20% discussion. And this is what you have to upload and say, okay, my orientation is complete. And once you upload, you don't need to be at 6 p.m. in the Zoom chat to talk with me and get oriented. You are already done. Of course, once the course is populated with names. So far I don't know what's going on. But let me show you now the course itself, how to navigate in it. So you can see what's going on as far as, and for that, let me go back to the student view. So you could see what's coming up on your to-do list on the right-hand side. See that? So that will give you what you need to do. You have to read chapters, and one point here is extra credit. Self-test, as you can see, is a multiple choice thing, right? So you have some question there to do. Uh, and let me show you. So to-do list, very important. So you have always this home page. If you want to check the syllabus, you already know where to go. Let me go quickly over the syllabus. Course description. Astronomy 10 is the coolest course of them all. That's it. Mandatory orientation is right here. The information is there, and it's 6 p.m. today. But again, if you upload the answer to the following question, what I need to do to pass this course, you are done. You don't need to go there. Where can you find me? I will be in the Zoom chat room every day at 6 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, not on Friday. Friday is pizza time at 6 p.m., at least for me. I'll be eating pizza and maybe some IPAs or so. But Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday uh, at 6 p.m., I will be in the Zoom app. And the Zoom app is on the left-hand side. Oh, it's not there. I have to put the Zoom here for you. Oh, no, it's there. There you go. You click in here, and you're not going to see anything because I haven't yet populated. I will do it today. But the Zoom links, the links to the Zoom meeting will be there. Okay. So let's go to the syllabus. At 6 p.m. And then what do you do that? Well, you can go at 6 p.m. and ask me questions, like an office hours. But if there are no questions, what I do, I will lecture on topics. I take small chunks and I will cover them, and I go over the publisher figures and just explain subject. Most of the times, I will run simulations that help you to better understand the subject. So that's gonna be probably from 6 to 7:30, 1 hour and so. And then I archive that, so you can always go back and and review it if you if you are interested in review all that stuff. Okay. And I know this online class. Usually, my colleagues they do this nice taping presentation and all of that, and they post it, and they keep repeating that. I tape the lecture every day. There's always a new subject. There are always some new stuff there, and I prefer to do that way. In case something happens, I might just pull up some old information, some tape that I did in the spring, but expect me to be lecturing from 6 to 7:30, and then you can I will label each subject on a given topic of the day, or and then you can kind of navigate through the topics. Okay. So that's office hours, learning outcomes. This is where we're gonna go. Astronomy is not astrology. So if you email me, so Professor Batali, I really love astrology, and you are a good professor, like you are talking to the wrong person. I don't know anything about astrology. Astrology and astronomy are different things, and in fact, that's gonna be one of the points to be discussed. Um, as you can see, it's more than astrology. It's more than what's going on in the sky, and how can I find stars, and how can I find constellations. So astrometry is part of astronomy, but it's not astronomy only. So we have a lot of stuff to go through. So it's night sky is one of the subjects. Cyclic motion in the sky, like phases, moon phases, seasons, and different constellations in the sky on different months. And now we have Jupiter at midnight, Jupiter and Saturn, beautiful in your southern sky. You should see that. So there are all these new things in the sky. Why the sky configuration is different every day? So that is pretty much the first block of information. And then we have to learn about light, what light is, because, we know and we build astronomy as a science because of light and because of telescopes. And we know how light interacts with matter and how information about the characteristics of matter are imprinted in light. And then when astronomers collect light, they can read that information, and then they can kind of infer properties of about stellar objects, galaxies, and so on, so on, so on. The book is free, and you can download the book completely without being knocked on the door by the feds. And or you can read online, you can do all kind of things. Tutoring is very important, and I put information here on how can you get tutoring in this class if you need. William Noon, he is the instructor responsible for organizing tutoring in Evergreen, and he's amazing, and he's always available to you. And especially in the discussion, please do not copy and paste from Wikipedia. I mean, it doesn't work that way. I zero right away. If there are copy material, I just give a big round zero. And if you think you would like to be a scientist, and if you think you would like to get involved with astronomy or physics, there are opportunities out there, especially for low-income part of the population. And then you should contact me, and I will certainly, give you more information about these things. And here's, I mean, all the to-dos are given there as well, right, in syllabus. And the last thing I would like to show is the navigation of the course itself, how the course is structured in modules. So I have units 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is unit, to show the units, I have to get out of student view because you can't see them all. Okay, so unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, 4, and 5. So imagine 5 boxes, and these 5 boxes, one next to the other, has content. And the content of these boxes, the content of these units, leads to a midterm. So you have unit A, which is the first one. You have a midterm associated with that. And I initiated with the outcome. So let's say you are initiating this unit now. What should you do? Go to the first one, the first link, outcomes, that gives you what we're gonna do. Read that. It's important because it's gonna kind of outline what needs to be done and due dates and things like that. Okay. And the second one is the midterm. Of course, if you click on it, nothing's gonna happen because it's not open yet. Oops, something is happening here because of Proctorio. It's not going to happen with you. But I'm not going to click the preview. You say, oh, it's blocked. And the discussions are there. So the discussions are closed on June 21st, which is Sunday, this coming Sunday. So you have, I would say, start working on discussions as soon as this course is made available to you. And then you have the reading part. So all these subjects here are going to be in your reading list. And you see, I mean, they are small things, for instance. So if you click one of them, it's not a lot of information, right? So you can just go there. Laws of nature, 1.3, right? It's not a big thing. And then there are some examples. Another page. So the book is there. So you can glance through that rather quickly, right? And then you have this overview of what's going on that particular chapter and section. Okay. So, and then you have the mandatory assignments in that unit. Self-test, homework, so do as long as you start. So I recommend you to browse through the content of the chapter, take notes, and because when you do midterms, I allow 1 page of notes. So start building up your notes here. And then you have extra credit, and then you have chapter 2, self-test, chapter 4, self-test, and the last chapter, chapter 3. So chapter 3 is very important, but has a lot of physics. So certainly, for instance, tonight, I will go over chapter 1. I will kind of go over quickly and give an overview of that stuff. So that's what I will do. And then tomorrow, I'm going to go over chapter 2. And Wednesday, I was still going to be focusing on chapter 2 because it's I think is very important. And then chapter 5, 4, phases of the moon, I will also be pretty much focusing on Wednesday. And then Thursday, the last day, I will be focusing on issue chapter 4 and 2, kind of a blend them, and laws of nature. And then we have an exam coming up. Okay, and then you go to unit 2, which is next week. So each unit is kind of a core content that's going to be given in a given week, right? Any question? So that's it. And as you can see, these units are closed. You can't see them. I saw the unity. The last one was open. There you go. So, so you're gonna see only one unit right now. It's unit A, but you have B, C, D, and E. Okay. And with this, I'm finishing the orientation. And please contact me if you have any question.